there. Welcome to Wonder Woman Wednesday. I am Jared, and I'm here to discuss my favorite Wonder Woman writers. Now, there are a couple of them that there's way too many of them that I could name for this video, for like the format. But I narrowed it down to of the writers who have written Wonder Woman before. So it's not necessarily they got their own run, although most of these did. It's just when they wrote Wonder Woman, I enjoyed them. So obviously my first option, the first thing I gotta go with is George Perez. This man set the gold standard for Wonder Woman writer. Dramatically nailed it. When you think of the modern origin for Wonder Woman, chances are you're going to be thinking of George Perez. And the way that he made her own character as opposed to being dependent on Steve, unlike a certain DC Comics writer. Then you have Greg Rucka. Now, I mean, the first time he wrote Wonder Woman, his Rebirth run, in my opinion, is garbage. His post-crisis run is good because what he did is he expanded upon the idea of Diana being an ambassador, her attending events, her being a diplomat in addition to a warrior on the Justice League, because he had some great moments with her being a warrior, like chopping off Medusa's head. But what he also did is he balanced the diplomat part, because that's what I think a lot of writers don't do, or creatives in general, whether or not be movies or comics. They go too far on the warrior or the diplomat, and they don't balance them. I felt Rucka had a good balance. Next is Willow Wilson. She did a lot of great stories for Wonder Woman, one of which was a storyline called, I'm just checking this out, The Just War. What's cool about it is it sets off an actually interesting status quo where Ares, the god of war, shows up, and longtime Wonder Woman antagonist, and Wonder Woman has to train him to be a good guy. So it's kind of cool seeing Wonder Woman have to train one of her villains to do good. It's another a fresh scenario that still feels like Wonder Woman. Next, you have Charles Soule. Anyone that has seen me review Superman and Wonder Woman knows that Charles Soule is going to be on this list, because what he got is, to a certain degree, he did the isolation of Wonder Woman really well, particularly in the Superman Wonder Woman series, where he had it where we put a dichotomy between Diana with her relationship with Clark, because she basically says Clark's all about keeping this part of himself a secret, but I'm all about embracing what makes me unique. And that puts a little bit of kind of an organic strain in the relationship. So I kind of like that. Then you have Mariko Tamaki. I've read an issue of her run before. That was in the Wonder Woman 750th issue, where they're interrogating, I think it was Ares, and where Wonder Woman is being interrogated by someone, but it turns out she's the one doing the interrogating. That's good. But I also read a story where Tamaki took the death of Maxwell Lord, because no one dies in comics, and actually did an original idea with having Maxwell Lord's sister show up, and she also has a little bit of mind control. So again, she did a lot of really dope stuff. So those are my top 5 writers. If I had to pick 5 writers that I thought did great with Wonder Woman, and any of these writers, if they announced that they were, well, obviously George Perez can't, RIP, but if any of the other writers were announced to be taking over Wonder Woman for after the travesty that was Tom King, I would be fine with any of these people taking over. Any of them, I would be I would prefer Charles Soule, but if Rucka was announced, or to Tamaki or Wilson, I'd be okay, you know what? It's at the very least, I'm going to enjoy it because I've enjoyed their Wonder Woman work before. So those are my Wonder Woman writers that I felt did the best. Which ones did you enjoy? Put down in the comments which writers that you enjoyed the most, and maybe put in a few that I didn't mention so I can go check out their work. And Be sure to consider becoming a member, because when you become a member, you get these a day early, which would be about on Tuesday night. And then you get access to the members only live streams and book club, which is going to be starting this month. As a matter of fact, I got to get the reading selection together. And then, yeah, stay heroic, everyone. Remember, Lois Lane is Lois Lane, and Steve Trevor, Steve Never. She belongs to General Zod. He belongs 6 feet in the ground. Zois the Max about for life. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.